Chris Hughes was messaging me. He was with you.
With me?
Lick that off. No, like lick it, please lick it off. Start there. Imagine that wasn't chocolate. Lick it, you freak.
You have to like bite it off.
JoJo's very young and very famous. I'm saying a lot, but I'm saying nothing.
Well, you guys look really in love, and you guys look really happy together.
I mean,
And Chris, you've been talking about marriage and children.
Oh yeah, one day. I can't wait.
Thank goodness.
I'm a proper family man. Do you know what I mean? So, one day, yeah, 100%. That's the fairy tale, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, and you have your princess here, so.
I know. I do.
You're a princess.
She is my princess.
Like a vomiter, like he vomits like his emotions on you, whether he's like angry or he's sad. Like if he's sad, he cries. If he's angry, he'll scream and scream and scream until he's blue in the face, and you just have to take it.
JoJo Siwa is tangled up with Chris Hughes, and the whispers about him aren't pretty. Chris's ex has openly said she needed serious therapy after dating him. She claims he micromanaged her every move, lied straight to her face, and even stepped out on her. People are seriously worried about what Chris might pull with JoJo next. Now, here's where things get messy. JoJo might be head over heels, but the red flags around Chris are practically screaming.
Lick that off. No, like lick it, please lick it off. Start there. Imagine that wasn't chocolate. Lick it, you freak.
You have to like
good.
bite it off.
In one clip, Chris is heard saying, "Please lick that off. God, that's good. You have to like bite it off," which had people online asking if this was crossing the line. Many viewers felt like they were watching something that just didn't sit right, with some even saying it looked like JoJo was being manipulated on national TV by a guy who's a lot older than her. JoJo may be 22, but she still carries herself with a bubbly, youthful vibe, and that can make her vulnerable in relationships. That's why a deep dive into Chris's past is so important, because his track record is already full of drama. Before JoJo, Chris's life was all about reality TV. In 2017, he stepped into the spotlight on Love Island UK, where he hooked up with a woman named Olivia. They were one of the hottest couples in the villa and quickly became fan favorites. But the romance didn't end there. They landed their own spin-off show, Chris and Olivia, Crackin' On, which basically turned into a front row seat to their toxic love life.
Everyone, Chris, is sick of the sound of your voice, and that is a fact. All you do is talk.
I'm sick of the way you got
Chris, but this is the thing. You don't throw stones in glass houses. You're the biggest flirt.
We went racing, it turned nasty.
Chris is like a vomiter. Like he vomits. You told my mum that.
It's clear why, because you've just said.
It's the same thing.
And here's the kicker. The couple didn't just fight on the show, they broke up on the show. Olivia confronted Chris after finding out he had been unfaithful. Footage from 2017 shows Chris in a club locking lips with a mystery woman in a white shirt. While still dating Olivia. You can literally see him facing her head-on in the slow-motion clip, and it's wild. The second that clip hit the internet, the tabloids went wild, blasting Chris for cheating on his girlfriend. Their romance was already in the public eye, so when Chris jumped online to clear the air, people weren't buying it. On Twitter, he wrote, "I was a mess Saturday night. I couldn't remember an awful lot. I put my arms around another stranger, which I shouldn't have done." Notice what's missing? He never flat out admits to the kiss. Instead, he paints it like a drunken mistake, saying nothing escalated and that it was just a wake-up call for him to sharpen up in life. But insiders claim Olivia was mortified. She didn't even want to step foot outside after that night. Friends say she was getting constant DMs from girls who were there, all telling her the same thing. Chris was seen kissing that woman. At the time, the couple was still trying to work things out, but even they didn't know where the relationship was heading. Witnesses recall seeing Chris with his arms wrapped tight around the mystery woman's waist, and then he leaned in for the kiss. Things got so heated that security had to step in and drag him away before it went any further. But let's get real. This wasn't Chris's first time stirring trouble. He got caught sliding into the DMs of none other than Katie Price, a UK influencer known for controversy. Word is, Katie and Olivia ended up in a feud after Katie tried to blow the lid off Chris's secret messages to her. Back then, Olivia swore Chris was a good guy, but Katie wasn't letting it slide. And here's the thing about Katie Price. She's relentless. She came locked and loaded with receipts, a stash of screenshots ready to drop in Olivia's lap. Katie even invited Olivia onto her podcast, where the drama got unpacked in front of everyone.
Chris Hughes was messaging me, and he was with you.
With me?
And we was at the NTA Awards, and I was with the Loose Women girls. And I remember seeing you, and because I'm such an honest person and a girl's girl, like, I was like, I'm gonna have to tell her it's true. I think something had come out and you denied it.
Yeah.
That was it. I don't know how it even come out. And so I said, look, there's so much to tell you. And look, he has messaged, and I was showing you them.
Yeah.
I said, if you don't want to believe me, don't, but I've got no reason to lie to you at all. And I think you was a bit like, oh, is it or isn't it? Like, must have crossed your mind. And then I remember we was at some different awards, and him and Kem went on stage. Was you at that one? When I put my hand up and I went, show us all the texts then, Chris.
So at this point,
Like that.
you've been in the media, obviously denying the messages, calling
It was
Katie
the same
a
with the
liar.
Gareth Gate
Yeah,
moments
she
years
full on
ago.
had-
Olivia remembered thinking Katie had a Lauren Sanchez vibe, but even with all the shade, Katie was trying to warn her. Chris, of course, went into full defense mode, and he didn't hold back. He fired off a spicy message to Katie saying, Katie, get your head out of your ass and focus on your own life, your children, and stop harassing myself and Olivia. I outed you because that's what I do when I get accused of lying. I have no shame showing those messages you sent me. The tension was sky high, and the receipts were sitting there like a ticking time bomb. Chris didn't hold back. He clapped back hard. He fired off, go ahead, make up lies about me. Show everyone these fake messages you've cooked up. You'll see I never sent you anything. Call me names, run to every paper with this nonsense. I stand by who I am, and I'm not letting someone like you mug me off. Leave me and my girlfriend alone. Don't threaten her again, saying you'll ruin our careers. You've been exposed. Live with it and move on. Yeah, Chris Hughes definitely got a little spicy there. But here's the twist. Olivia eventually woke up to the reality of their relationship. She moved on. Big time. In June 2023, she tied the knot with footballer Bradley Dack. Still, she's been open about the toll dating Chris took on her, saying she needed therapy to recover from the experience. Now she's also throwing shade at Chris's behavior in the Big Brother house with JoJo, who, by the way, is 11 years younger than him.
You want to have tin spaghetti?
Yeah, like Lady in the Tramp.
No, but we can have some together.
Of course we can, my darling. For you, absolutely anything.
Thank you.
Oh, it's my finger, don't worry. Would I ever?
Yeah,
Probably would, actually, yeah.
I know.
In one clip, Chris is caught saying, yeah, like Lady in the... Would I ever? Probably would, actually, yeah. People online weren't feeling that at all. Olivia even joked on TikTok that therapy isn't cheap, and now she's thinking about booking another round, because every time Chris does something odd on TV, her name starts trending again.
Big Brother, but I don't want to get accused of swiping. Okay, so my prediction for Ella and Chris to get together was wrong, but I feel like it was an obvious prediction to make, but actually this makes way more sense. I don't think Ella is jealous. I know it's going to cause a divide, but I don't. I think she sees something. JoJo's very young and very famous. I love Danny. I love him. I love Donna. I love Will and AJ. I think it's just shaping up to be a really strong series. And just because I dated someone who's on it like a million years ago doesn't mean I can't talk about it. And I'm not swiping. I'm just commentating. I'm saying a lot, but I'm saying nothing. I know you love the messiness. That's what...
She said, some people, when they go on reality TV, they're one person, and off camera, they're like shapeshifters. That's a heavy claim, and it's got the internet talking all over again. Let's rewind for a second, back to one of the most controversial moments in Chris and Olivia's relationship. In 2017, Chris had to issue a public apology after getting caught on camera using a racist term. Olivia had filmed him partying, rapping along to Drake, and it sure looked like he dropped the word loud and clear. In the clip, he's not mumbling it. He's pronouncing every single syllable like he's announcing it to the room.
Money talks, and Mr. A. I'm so young, money got drama on the deck, and it's just funny now, honey needs you.
People were stunned, asking, "He's from the UK, but come on. Everyone knows that word is off limits, right?" The whole thing just looked messy, like a drunken night gone way too far. When the backlash hit, Chris tried to explain himself, saying he didn't mean any offense and was only rapping along to the lyrics. In his apology, he said, "While it's clear I'm singing along to the lyrics, I can completely understand how this has caused offense. This is the last thing I'd ever want to do, and I can only apologize to you all." Fast forward to August 2023, and Chris was making headlines for the wrong reasons again. This time, the BBC called him out while he was working as a presenter. During an interview with a 26-year-old athlete, he looked at her and said, "You are a little Barbie yourself with your blue eyes." Then, without missing a beat, he added, "Oh, she's blushing now."
BBC has said it's spoken to one of its presenters, Chris Hughes, after he likened an Aussie cricket player to a little Barbie. Here's the moment.
Really nice to get together as a group, but we played a practice game, and we also went and watched Barbie the other night all together. So yeah, we've done a bit of team bonding, and the group's gelling really well together, and I think that's the key to success. I think
You're a little Barbie yourself, isn't you, with your blue eyes? Yeah, she's blushing now. Absolutely. But a word as well.
The moment had viewers cringing, and the BBC made it clear the comment was not appropriate. Between past controversies and fresh slip-ups, Chris's public image just kept taking hit after hit, and people were starting to wonder if he ever truly learned from his mistakes. The BBC wasn't playing around. A spokesperson confirmed they had to pull Chris aside and explain that his Barbie comment crossed the line. They reminded him, this was a professional setting for the athlete, not a flirty reality show moment. Seriously, Chris, this isn't Love Island. You don't have to shoot your shot every time the cameras roll. It's like the second a red light blinks on, he goes into charm overdrive. And that's exactly why so many people think he's bad news for JoJo Siwa. Recently, he's been lashing out at trolls who accuse him of using JoJo for clout. Word is they've even been shopping around a reality show about their romance. But nobody's biting. On their latest post, comments flooded in with, "Does anybody else find this relationship creepy?" Chris clapped back at one woman, writing, "No, Pauline, you're miserable. Piss off kindly." She fired back with, "LOL, we'll see how long it lasts." And instead of letting it go, Chris doubled down. "Yeah, again, you don't need to speak. You don't follow me. Respectfully, do one. Thank you." Then another commenter told him, "Mate, sort yourself out. You'll do anything for fame."
The supermarket, and I got a bag of potatoes, blue electrical tape, a camera, a mango, a Chesney Hawk CD, a shovel, a jar of pickles, braces, stockings, vase, vagina steamer, chlorine coffee, nail polish pillow, star cloth, and a couch.
That was really good. Really, really big sign on that.
What?
A big sign on that.
Chris shot back at her too, saying, "The real world? Online bullies are the real world, apparently," dripping with sarcasm. It's got people wondering, is JoJo helping him craft these clapbacks, or is this all him? Either way, the two seem glued at the hip. Chris even told an interviewer that he would never shy away from marrying JoJo and dreams of having kids someday.
Well, you guys look really in love, and you guys look really happy together.
I'm in love. It's fun.
And Chris, you've been talking about marriage and children.
Oh yeah, one day. I can't wait.
Thank goodness.
I'm a proper family man. Do you know what I mean? So one day, yeah, 100%. That's the fairy tale, right?
Absolutely. I mean, and you have your princess here, so.
I know, I do.
You're a princess.
She is my princess.
JoJo, for her part, revealed she's thought about marrying him too, gushing, "He's my favorite person in the world. It's beautiful. I'm grateful and very happy." Now the internet's buzzing. Could JoJo already be secretly expecting? The speculation's wild, and fans are picking apart every post for signs. Whether it's true or not, one thing's for sure. This relationship isn't fading from headlines anytime soon. JoJo gushes that everyone, friends, family, even strangers online, can see their chemistry and how in love they are. But that's what makes it all the more eyebrow-raising. considering their romance seemed to spark after Chris was caught acting a little too familiar with her during Big Brother.
No.
We're all pretty picnic, folks.
It was also the very first time JoJo had ever been away from her usual grind. No packed schedule, no constant filming, no daily posting. She was in completely new territory, and Chris stepped into her life right in that window of vulnerability. Now the two are cranking up the PDA and pushing their love story hard across social media, almost like they want the world to watch every single step. But here's where things really start to boil over. The public isn't just side-eyeing JoJo and Chris anymore. They're dissecting every move, like it's an episode of reality TV in real time. Over the last few weeks, fans have been pointing out how their posts feel overly staged, with matching captions, coordinated outfits, and constant declarations of love. One fan even wrote, "It's like they're trying to convince us this is the real deal." Critics think the timing is suspicious. Right when Chris's reputation is taking hit after hit, he suddenly becomes half of a perfect couple brand. And if you've been following JoJo for years, you'd know she's never been this public with a partner before. Now it's back-to-back lovey-dovey posts, interviews, and comments that feel almost scripted. And while their die-hard supporters are eating it up, the skeptics are louder than ever. Some point back to Big Brother footage where Chris was clearly pursuing JoJo from the jump, calling her special and making sure to be in her orbit constantly. Others think he saw her influence and loyal fan base as a way to reinvent himself after years of bad press. JoJo, for her part, shuts down the negativity. She says they're simply sharing their happiness and that people only hate what they don't understand. But every time Chris jumps into the comments section to clap back at strangers, it just keeps the drama alive. Instead of cooling things down, he's throwing more fuel on the fire, turning their relationship into a constant trending topic. The pair's latest stunt? A professionally shot day-in-our-life vlog that shows them cooking breakfast, shopping for matching outfits, and even playfully arguing over who's the better driver. The video racked up millions of views in hours, but not everyone was impressed. One viral tweet summed it up. This is PR disguised as a love story. Whether it's true romance or a carefully curated image, one thing is certain. Chris and JoJo are making sure their names stay in everyone's mouth. And with every post, every clapback, and every rumor, the line between genuine love and calculated publicity gets harder to see. There's just something about this whole situation that feels off. Call it gut instinct, call it reading between the lines. But the vibe between JoJo Siwa and Chris Hughes doesn't scream pure romance. I mean, what 32 to 33-year-old man is suddenly so deeply invested in JoJo Siwa? Maybe it's for the storyline, maybe it's for the clout, or maybe it's something else entirely. Either way, this relationship is going to keep turning heads, and not always for the right reasons. The only question now is, are we watching a love story or a carefully crafted publicity play? I want to hear your thoughts. Drop them in the comments and let's get this discussion going. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a single drop of tea. And trust me, you'll want to click the next video popping up on your screen right now because it's packed with even more jaw-dropping celebrity drama you won't believe. See you in the next one.